Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. We are in the last section in chapter 3, synthetic division. Synthetic division. So this is usable when we have a polynomial divided by x plus or minus some value. Okay. So this needs to be a binomial on bottom where the coefficient on x is 1. And rather than give you like a written set of rules, we're just going to do it. And I have all the problems we did before. In 3.5, we're going to redo again with synthetic division. So we had x squared minus 10x plus 24 divided by x minus 6. What you want to do is you're going to take this and set it equal to 0 and solve for x. Get x by itself. That's what we use on synthetic division. We're going to make a box. We're going to put our coefficients on top, putting in gaps if we need to for things that don't have an exponent. The process is bring down the first number, take this number, multiply it times that. So 6 times 1 goes up there. Then I'm going to add negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. I'm going to put that up here. I'm going to add and I get 0. These are the coefficients of a polynomial 1 degree lower. We started out as x squared, so 1 degree lower is degree 1. So I will have x to the first power minus 4. And if you check what we did last time, that's what we got. Not too bad, right? Just bring it down, multiply, subtract, multiply, add. This should be a 0. If not, this is the remainder, and it will go over the old term, as we'll see in the next one. X squared plus 7x plus 13 over x plus 2. That was the next one we did. I've got x plus 2. I'm going to subtract 2 and I get x equals negative 2. That's what goes outside. I call it my skybox. I don't know why. I put my coefficients up here. I bring the 1 down. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. 3 minus 10 is negative 7. This was x squared, so 1 degree lower would be x to the 0. That should say 13. I had 13 there. And this should be 3. That's what we had, x squared plus 7x plus 13. I got x squared plus 7x plus 13 divided by x plus 2 equals 1x plus 5 plus 3 over x plus 2. That doesn't sound familiar. Yeah, it is. That's what we got last time. All right. Let's go to a harder one. Next one we did was this. That's not going to work as is. We said this had to have a 1 in front. So what can I do about that? I can pull out a 2 from it and maybe pull out a 2 from everything on top. If I divide everything on top by 2, I have 3x to the 4th minus 1/2 x cubed minus x squared minus 7/2 x minus 19 over 2. If I pull out a 2 here, I have x minus 3/2. The 2's cancel, and now I have something with a leading coefficient of 1 on bottom. Okay? So x minus 3/2 equals 0. I add 3/2 to both sides. And I get x equals 3/2. That's what goes outside my skybox. And my coefficients are the new coefficients of that row. So there's an extra step, and this is a little complicated. I just divided each of these by 2, and each of these by 2. I bring the 3 down, I multiply, and I get 9/2. So I'm doing negative 1/2 plus 9/2 is negative 1 plus 9 over 2. That's 8/2, which is 4. Three halves times 4 is 12 over 2, which is 6. Negative 1 plus 6 is 5. 3/2 times 5 is 15/2. 15/2 minus 7/2 is 15 minus 7 on top over 2. 8/2, which is 4. 3 times 2 is 4. A 3 over 2, I'm sorry, 3 over 2 times 4 is 12 over 2. I'm going to leave it as 12 over 2 rather than simplifying. That way I can combine these a little bit easier. Negative 19 plus 12 is 7. Negative 7 over 2. So these are the terms of a polynomial 1 degree smaller. So I have 3x cubed plus 4x squared. That's not a plus, it's times. Plus 5x plus 4. And then I've got minus 7. The 2's on bottom, and it goes by this thing right here, x minus 3/2. If I distribute the 2, I get 2x minus 3, our old denominator. And I pulled the page back we did before. Look at that. Perfect match. And this was a lot easier to do. Yeah, there's fractions. There's not always fractions, though. I'll do the x cubed minus 1 over x minus 1. So x equals 1. And I got to fill in placeholders. I got a cube. I don't have a square. I don't have an x to the first power. And then I have my constant. A polynomial of 1 degree lower. So it goes down to x squared and x. So we have x squared plus x plus 1. All right. That's it. That's it for chapter 3. Peace.